Okay, so let's talk about the PayPal situation. PayPal is getting absolutely destroyed in the stock market. I mean, who could have guessed that threatening your customers with $2,500 fines would have consequences for the company? So people are closing their accounts, people are selling off shares, and PayPal is trying to say, "Oh, we didn't mean it. It was a mistake. Uh Please don't go." Literally hands and knees begging their customers to keep their accounts. But PayPal does not bring anything to the table. It's just a middleman at this point. And everybody I know has bad experiences with PayPal. Literally everybody I know has some sort of horror story with PayPal. I mean, I even have a horror story with PayPal back when I actually used it. Um, there was like a hacker that took money out of my account. And how does this happen? How does a company, could you imagine if your bank account was just hacked? That's so rare. But on PayPal, it's everybody has a story like this. So somebody can send you a link and then they could just hack your account. So yeah, it's very weird. And after that, I just closed my account because it's not really worth it. PayPal has no security. PayPal has no morals, no rules when it comes to dealing with money. They could just close your account at any moment. They can lock your account. They could say, "Hey, I think you broke one of these arbitrary rules of service, so I'm just going to close your account." Even if there's like $30,000 in your account, PayPal still has a right to close it because, again, it's not your money. It's never your money when you give it to these companies. The moment you put your money in one of these accounts, the company now has full rights. You are loaning PayPal your money. You are loaning PayPal your money. And a lot of people say, "Oh, but it's my money." No. PayPal, you sign the terms of service that says PayPal can shut down your account. PayPal can take your money out of your account anytime they want, and they can deem who is and who is not able to take in and put out money from that account. That's why you get rid of the middleman, get rid of PayPal, uninstall PayPal. There's no point in you having it. And this is going to be mirrored by a lot of companies in the future. People will start, getting fined, getting shut down for simply saying the wrong thing and trying to, make something of themselves in a way that the mainstream doesn't agree with. That is what's going to happen, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse throughout the years. And you guys better be ready. You better be ready. Take your money out the banks. That's why I'm saying banks, they're just middlemen. Why do you need somebody else to handle your money? Why do you need to put it in a bank? You don't. I mean, haven't you heard of bank runs in what's it called, Lebanon? They had huge bank runs. Now the banks, they're not giving them their money, their own money. And people will literally have to rob banks just to get their own money that they worked and paid for. Do you know how insane that is? And you guys still trust banks, and especially PayPal. PayPal's in a bank. It's a middleman. It's not even a bank. So why are you guys putting your money in? It's such a scam. It's such a scam. People are in for a rude awakening once the stock market crashes, once the economy plummets, once business starts shutting down. Do you think those banks are going to give you your money? No, they're going to say, for security purposes, we cannot give you your money at this time. And they'll just give you the runaround. We've seen this time and time and time again. You guys have to be ready. Don't just hold on to money. Don't just hold on to money thinking it will just magically just stay there. No. Even if there's no bank runs, you're still having to deal with inflation. So gradually over time, you will lose a percentage of your money. And these days, the interest rates for savings accounts aren't even enough to tackle inflation. So basically, you're getting scammed. I hope you guys realize that. If your savings account doesn't have an interest rate higher than inflation, you are being punished for holding your money and letting these banks profit off of your money. You, the actual money holder, you are being punished while the bank spends your money, loans out your money, and then they're just like, wow, we're actually getting away with this. So I don't understand all these financial institutions, which are just scams at the end of the day. They're just scams for the regular folk, for the common people, for people who work 80 hours a week, 70 hours a week, 60 hours a week. They are getting scammed, and it's an endless scam. So yeah, I completely agree with this whole shutdown PayPal movement. And I'm surprised it hasn't happened sooner, because PayPal has done stuff like this like for the last 10 years, just shutting down people's accounts, saying, oh, you can't withdraw your money, and they don't even give a reason. They just say you can't even use your own money. So I think they've been sued quite a lot of times for that. And you gotta really wonder, how is this mega company able to make money? Well, by ripping off its customers. Obviously, you think it's free? You think putting your money in a bank is free? No, you are paying. You are paying with inflation. You are paying with fines, fees, and all this other stuff. They can shut down your account. It's never your money. You are at the mercy of that company you put your money into. So in the future, you'll see more companies do this. You'll see more companies instill draconian rules, no checks and balances on these companies besides consumers just shutting down their account. But they are working on a way to design it so that you have to depend on these systems. With the digital currency, you will soon have to depend on these systems. That is how they are designing. And that's a scary thing. That's the scariest thing. Because right now we have cash. We at least have cash. Sure, it's fiat currency, but at least we don't need like a huge computer just to make a simple transaction. It's paper. So you can just give somebody your money. That person gives you the item, and there's no sort of digital matrix monitoring every single transaction, which is good. But yeah, and if the people don't stand up, it's going to happen more and more. You think it's just PayPal, you think it's just Walmart that are instilling draconian rules in their companies. No, it will happen to more and more and more banks. Why do you think the IRS wants everybody who has more than $600 in their bank account to report and monitor their bank statements and bank account? And bank transactions. That's just insane. That's literally insane to do something like that. And they are making a killing off of your money. When the bank gives out a loan for a house, guess what? They are using your money to do so. Your money. And it's just terrible. It's just terrible how we live in a system where the banks can just rip us off left and right, and just put other people in debt when they don't even pay their own debt. Hey, I want a 10-20% interest on the bank. Where's the bank paying interest on my money that I'm putting in their bank? There is none. They just get free money. I mean, you guys just go along with it. Free money every single day of the year from the banks, and they don't get punished. They don't have any fees or fines put on them. It's always the little guy. Always the little guy that has to pay more.
Oh!